be backgammon start ever. I almost said Rowell's soul for some reason. I was gonna say like Romy, and then it turned into Rowell. That doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to WitchSlapped, the PopWire after show for SYFY's revival. My name is Rowell.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Dani.
Thank you all for joining us. This is the last WitchSlapped for this season. I really want to mention, I just realized this last night. So PopWire, this is Team PopWire. We have our own logo, which has, the PW that you've seen everywhere on social media. We also have our own logo for WitchSlapped, which is on the bottom of the screen and, appears throughout our WitchSlapped videos. And I don't know if you noticed, guys, but, the scythes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there's a scythe in the premiere of Revival. So I'm like, this is just perfect. So I felt like it was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
I'm issue 1 right there, and you can see she's got the scythe right there.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. This is the finale. We see that Ibrahim gives a pink box of donuts to Dana. So I thought it would be fun for each of us to bring donuts of our own. Like, beautiful. Okay, now the challenge I have for the two of you is to try to make your donut relate to the show. So I'll go first, okay? So as you can see, this one is very twisty, right? So there's lots of twists, and I can take a bite, and then it'll still be twisty. So the way I see it is, after each bite I take, there's still twists. So my interpretation of this relating to Revival, I know I'm like going crazy, is that at the end of every episode, there's a cliffhanger, like a twisty cliffhanger, and I love that about the show. So, yep. So I don't know the name of this. Do you guys know the name of this?
Just a twist. Yeah.
A twist. Okay. So this is my twisty donut for a twisty show. Okay. And then, Christina, what about you?
So I went a little wild with my donut shop on the weekends does a lot of crazy donuts, typically for kids, but I decided this is a good one for me. It has a bunch of green icing on it. There was a blue one, and I wanted the blue icing because there's a lot of blue hues and stuff in the show, but then it didn't look as good either. So I went with one that I'll actually eat. It's got Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms on it, and I feel like this show is very loopy in a good way. It's a little fruity, and the characters are pretty damn lucky, if you ask me. Especially Dana and Wayne should both be dead. So the fact that they're alive, they got some Lucky Charms in them. Yeah,
nice.
That's perfect.
I love it.
That's perfect.
All right, Dani, what's yours?
Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit of a different route.
Mhm.
This is more about the end-all be-all villain of our show, which was revealed in the finale. As you can see, it's a very ordinary looking donut, very inconspicuous, unassuming, but then on the inside, just murderous.
Yes.
Absolutely murderous.
I love that.
Yeah. That's our thumbnail right there. Okay, let's take a bite.
Everything open a donut. Hey, I hope this tastes good.
Mine's delicious.
The cereal's a little stale, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
No relation to the show, though. So we are here to talk about episode 10, the season 1 finale. Dani, do you want to read us the intro or the description?
Sure. Yeah. So the finale episode is titled Rend the Veil, and it's described as follows. The horrifying truth behind Revival Day is revealed, but at a devastating price. This episode was written by Aaron B. Kuntz and Luke Boyce, and the episode was directed by Samir Rahem.
But what an episode it was.
Oh my God. So much to talk about.
So much. Let's start off Rowell. Let's hear your who said it.
Okay, I think this is going to be really easy for the two of you.
Mhm.
Okay, so my quote is, "Who's the charlatan now, huh?"
I got it.
I remember it, but I'm just like, who said it? I'm not positive, but it may be.
Okay,
Dani.
everyone. Yeah. Okay, Dani, what do you think? Who do you think?
It was Blaine. This was like right after, I can remember right. It was right after Blaine shoots Wayne. And then M like breaks free of the chains and like runs over there and she's trying to heal him, but it's not happening quite yet.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, oh, I cried so much in this episode. Cried hard.
Oh, me too.
Like I mentioned on social media that the season finale got me fucked up. But yeah, that
Mhm.
moment when he's saying his goodbyes to his daughters, and it seems like he's not gonna make it.
The whole thing was intense and a roller coaster. All right, so let's talk about some of our favorite moments from the episode. Dani, what was your favorite?
So other than the scene we were just talking about, I really enjoyed the scene where we see Dana coming in and stopping Lester from taking M's soul or whatever he was doing. And then that's followed by the two sisters embracing uh once M like rips Lester's heart out. And that whole montage scene, right? Of the flashbacks that Dana's getting as M is seemingly like dying in her arms. Oh, I'm getting full body chills thinking about that scene again because it is beautiful. It's tragic. It is just, I feel like this was everything for the season. Um, Obviously, we don't want to see M go away. We don't want her to
Mm,
rejoin her passenger. At some point, we know that that's going to happen, right? At least it looks to be that way. But yeah, it was just beautiful. It was just a beautiful scene. The sister love is just like, oh,
mm.
hits me right in the heart.
Yeah. Rowell, what about you?
So mine, it's gonna be very brief because I'm sure we'll talk about it later in this episode. But my favorite moment has to be maybe like the last 10 seconds of the episode when we see
Mm,
that M is doing well, and she does that iconic hoodie thing, and she walks toward the window, and just the look on her face, I'm like, love it. Oh, I was like, oh, I love it. Um, so yeah, I believe we'll get more into that, later in this episode. But that was my favorite moment.
Yeah, I would agree with both of you. Those were my two favorite moments of the episode. Definitely because I love the sister relationship between the SYFY sisters. That final hug between them, and they're just clinging on to each other for dear life. So emotional, so good. They did it so well. And then yes, Rowell, that final shot of M. But I think not just that shot, but that whole scene, how you just come in with the sewing. And I have recently started the comics, and in the comics, M's jacket has that red thread all through it, and like the stitching looks like anytime it's being fixed, it's that red thread. So it's a really cool nod to the comics that I enjoyed. But then, I mean, we see Nithia's with her, which is a big reveal. And then, yeah, the hoodie, just the attitude and everything's just oozing off of her at the end.
mm-hmm,
The confidence that she seems to have there that she
mm-hmm.
hasn't had the entire season, like ends out to fuck some.
And don't forget, she's at the beach,
Yeah,
which
yeah, where
we
she's
know
all.
that she's been wanting to go there. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I would say, yeah, those two are my favorites, but also just finding out that it was Lester. Like,
Mm.
Lester? The old little grandpa guy?
Fucking Lester.
Right?
Murderous.
Yes, break
Oh,
it apart.
Yeah.
right now, where's our donut?
But then when you look back on it, it makes so much sense. He's
Yeah.
obsessed with youth and life and longevity, and
Mm-hmm.
he's looking for this basically fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm.
Which they've kind of created, him and Aaron, it seems like they unlocked something right there. And I want to say I know you were like, oh, what was it that he was like pulling out of M? My guess is that was her life force in a sense. And if he got it all, that would be him taking her life, but then he would extend his for however long. Kind of thing.
Right.
Is how
Okay.
I interpreted it. Could be completely wrong.
Okay.
We have seen me be wrong about everything else I've had theories about, but
I'd have to say that it pisses me off that it was Lester because I think it was in the 8th episode. No, it was the last episode. So the 9th episode where he comes into the sheriff's department and he's like all beat up and he starts really tugging at my heartstrings, talking about how as a senior person, he's constantly being dismissed and shoved aside and no one cares about him and he has like, he has good years left in his life and all this stuff. And I'm like, God, that really gets to me, because, I think about my grandparents and anyone else who is at an age where they start feeling a bit alone and all that kind of stuff. So I was feeling really bad for this asshole. And then like that part where, it's been revealed that he was the one that kills M and he's telling her like, it had to be this young woman that had the ability to give life. And I'm like, so here we are, another fucking creep who is like taking control of a woman's body for his own purpose. She has no say in it whatsoever. And then it's like, how many women was he willing to kill in order to get his own youth back? Like, oh God, filled with rage.
right? But it was such a good reveal. Like,
Yeah.
and when you do go back and rewatch, just seeing those little scenes and, him about the flowers and I mean, even that scene you were talking about standing up for Wanda and everything, they still have good years left and they're just overlooked. That just goes to his motive for this whole thing. And he wasn't hiding it.
Yeah.
It was there the whole time. It's a part of who he is.
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotta say, so Aaron P. Kuntz, one of the co-creators of the show and one of the co-showrunners, he had told us previously on one of our WitchSlapped episodes that we will for sure find out who the killer is in episode 10. And so this whole episode, I was like looking for like when is it like when is this gonna start coming together? And I gotta say, right when after Wing got shot and M healed him, and then all the shooting happened, and then they ran into like a back room. As soon as Lester said, "Send her with me," I've got a place right around the bed. And I was like, "Damn, it's him!
Same.
Damn, it's him!"
Yeah.
And I just did not trust him the rest of the episode. I was like, "Wow, whew, yeah."
Yeah, I will say I watched that on my floor, like turning my computer with my back to my fiance because they were a few episodes behind me, so I didn't want them to see it. And I literally, when that happened and I knew who it was, I paused it, I threw my hands up, and I was like, I was wrong about everything. And then I put that back down and kept watching.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you.
It was pretty great. Pretty great, though. I just like that we kind of checked in with everyone. We see what they're all up to. Rhodey is getting sad, but he's still writing music. Like, probably missing him. We check in. Lane's at the cemetery. Blaine is still preaching on the radio. Like, I like that we got a little check-in to see where they're all at and what they're all doing before going into whatever's going to happen next. But I'm going to go into real quick my Who Said It. The irony of life is that it is lived forward but understood backward.
I think you had me stumped.
Okay.
Can I say my guess?
Yeah, let's see.
So I think this is Romy's voiceover. When they're showing the different Romy, wait, I'm sorry, M's voiceover when they're showing the different. Is that stuff? Like when I think you know what I mean?
Christina's like, no.
No.
Or incorrect, sir.
It was either that or maybe Blaine on his radio show, but I don't think that doesn't sound like him. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Is it Ibrahim?
Nope. It is Lester when he's talking to M like telling her the whole plan and talking about how him and Aaron kind of betrayed each other and just the whole part. So yeah, it was
Okay.
the middle of his whole spiel, and this is all I'm doing. The bad guy, like, let me tell you my whole plan, and yeah, it was in the middle of all that. But I really like it because I feel like it has a lot of truth in it too. We do live life forwards, but it's only when you look back on things that any of it's really understood or makes sense.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I would not have gotten that right.
Okay. All right. Moving on to our big moments and our theories. I know Rowell and I have a couple different theories about how the ending, like how we both interpret. Dani, I don't know exactly how you interpret it, but with N being there with Nithya, the way I interpreted it was that, you know how Dana loses consciousness at the very end with her and M and the big light happens? My guess is that Nithya somehow got there, got M, and we know that Nella has those bootlegging tunnels. And they got out of the city through tunnels, and then they are at some beach somewhere, hiding out, gaining strength, coming up with a plan, doing whatever they gotta do. Where, of course, Nithya then has to, like, "Hey, this is what happened. Here's my role in all of this. Like, I gotta get you on my side now." But
I'm gonna co-sign that one.
okay, so that's how I understood the ending. Well, you would know yours.
Okay, so I'm no, I'm wrong now, but when we had spoken with co-creator Aaron B. Kuntz, he had said that this was episode 6. I had asked him, okay, so was this the last time we see Jordan because she was taken with her passenger? Aaron had said, oh no, this is the last time we see her in Wausau. My thought was maybe wherever Jordan went to is where now M is at. Like they're in the same world, same dimension, whichever. But then I was thinking about it, and you guys might have noticed this as well. But the whole Cypress family, they're like super chill. So I'm sure they know that she's okay. She is somewhere safe. Because even 35 days later, I would have been like, still like, oh, is she good? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, a mess.
And Cooper was like, oh, he misses M, and yeah, I don't think it. You know what I mean? So I think they know that she's away and that she is alive. So like and with Christina's theory. So I think that's the way it went. Now that they're alive, and you know what I mean. Okay. I
Yeah.
will say that a lot of people, they mourn differently. They deal with loss differently, but I don't know. I feel like after 35 days, I want to still be like, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So if your hypothesis is right, and they do know where M is, what would be the reason for M to stay away? Do we think that she's still wanted
Yeah, I think
for
she's in
those
hiding or
murders?
something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm
Very
still trying to figure
interesting.
out how Nithya plays into it, but yeah.
Did anyone notice that Nithya looked healthier?
Mhm.
Ooh.
I'm
Her
wondering.
eyebrows were back. Her
Yeah.
skin
Okay.
was looking
Okay,
good.
My
eyebrows.
guess is that
Yeah,
Jen healed her.
I think so. Yeah.
And maybe why Aaron was investigating and wanting to look into this the entire time as well
Oh,
was to kind of
totally. Yeah.
cheer for his web.
Nithya probably wanted to sort of make amends or sort of like fix what Aaron had did. So wanted to help her through therapy, and then now is helping her while she's on the run.
But what if Nithya was in the know all along?
That's what I'm thinking. She knew that
The whole
Anne could
time.
heal her, so she like was somehow in the setup plan for her to get murdered and then become a reviver to get those healing powers to heal her.
Or if just found out somewhere along the line of what was
Mm.
happening, figure it out or found out. Like, we know Aaron was burning all that's the paperwork, but what if Nithya had found it previously and read through all of it? Like, we don't know. There's so many things we don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't want her to be bad.
Yeah, well, see, I don't think she's gonna be bad. I think she's gonna
Okay.
be. I think she's gonna turn out to actually be good. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
But like, I don't know, just kind of like I said, maybe figured it out partway what was happening and just kind of, used M to help her, but then they're gonna do good with whatever they discover it. Keep going. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
gotta rewatch that ending because I totally didn't notice that she looked better and her eyebrows are back and
Oh
her
yeah.
skin is clear. Speaking of skin, like, so I've been breaking out really bad the meds I'm taking, so just ignore this, please. Okay.
It happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. One thing I want to add is, or maybe something that we can discuss is, what do we think happened? I mean, we kind of talked about it already. Like, Lester tried to take M's life force. But when M rips out his heart, the life force sort of goes back into her. And like, what do we think happened to the passenger? The passenger went into the water. What is it? Why is it purple? Like, as compared to the other passengers that are golden. And even when she died, it was a golden light. It wasn't purple. So I'm wondering if you guys have any thoughts about that.
I just think it's something about her being different. She is the one who triggered it all. So I think there's something different and special about her. So I feel like whoever would have been that person, that key, that trigger, whoever had whatever special part of them that was needed probably would have had that same reaction, would be my guess. But because it's her, that it's hers because she's the one who triggered.
Yeah. In an upcoming video on our YouTube channel, I actually asked Aaron about the significance of the color difference. So you'll get to find out Christina said like the gist of it is like, she's like special or whatever. But for a more like in-depth answer from Aaron Bekunz, check out our next video that we'll be posting soon.
Awesome.
All right, so now we're going to go into our caption this segment. We posted a photo from the episode and asked for your captions. So let's take a look at that now. All right, that was our caption this submission. Be sure to follow PopWireNet on all social platforms. Keep an eye out for our posts where we ask you to caption this. The photos that we'll be posting will be from previous episodes since we are at the end of the season. So yeah, keep an eye out for that.
All right, Dani, we are moving on to your Who Said It.
Okay. I wrote down a few, and it's hard to pick one. So I think I'm just going to go with the one that will be the toughest, I guess. Okay. So it is, and you're the one who cleans up messes, huh?
I know it.
I'm not positive.
It was said in a card, as all I can say.
I think I know who it said to. I'm not positive on who said it.
Okay.
That
Rowell,
is
do you
so
wanna...
funny, Christina, because I don't know who it was said to, but I know who said it. So it's like the opposite.
With your powers
Okay.
combined.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will say that it was Wayne Cypress. He was in a
Yeah.
car, and then he was saying it
Mhm.
to who, Christina?
And was it to General Hale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job. Yeah. I chose that quote because I think it's a humorous scene. I like how Wayne can be kind of snarky, and the way that he was using his snarkiness in this scene in particular was great. Yeah, just kind of, throwing a jab at the general after she's been a total jerk and she's been in Wausau. It was great.
All right. And now we're going to move on to our performer of the episode. This was a
I
big
think
one.
it will be unanimous in this one.
Yeah, probably.
But
Who wants
both
to
of you
start?
are more eloquent than I am, so I will let you guys go ahead
I
for
was
it.
just going to say, if you vote for Romy Welton, say aye. Right. Yeah.
I have kind of a tie, but go ahead.
I would say Romy and Melanie also did. I mean, the whole cast
Yeah.
did. That's the thing. Everyone
Mhm.
fantastic in their scenes. Everybody really shone and really also highlighted everyone else in the scenes. Like no one takes
Yeah.
the attention away from everyone else, but they just balance each other so well.
Yeah, great
Mhm.
ensemble.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
fantastic ensemble. It's actually really hard to pick like one person, but I think just because
Mhm.
this is kind of M's story and her journey, and we found out who killed her. And because of that, I have to go.
The two favorite scenes that we've discussed, the one in the beginning where, um, Em and Dana and Wayne are interacting because Wayne is dying and Em is trying to save him. Um, and then later on when Dana is like holding Em and Em is what looks like she's dying or something. But yeah, just the emotions. Where do they pull those emotions from? The way that Melanie is like telling her it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, and then she sort of like ends that scene with a scream, and then it's intense and it's beautiful, and yeah, I couldn't pick between either. I couldn't pick between the two of them.
Mm,
Completely understand that.
yeah. And I gotta say, just for that final shot alone with M's face, performer of the episode. Performer of the episode. Yeah. That was so badass, that look that oh gosh, I love it.
That shot and then just the zoom out,
Mhm.
probably my favorite shot of the entire season.
Really?
I just think the whole thing with the gray background, even though the water and everything and the gray house and the shape of the house, like
Mhm.
it was all just so cool. It all worked together well, and it was just with the zoom out, just really artistic and cool.
Yeah. There was kind of a surrealness to it too. Like it looked almost like a dream state. Um, yeah, it was really cool. Very well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, no, for sure, my favorite shot of the whole season. So those were our performers of the episode. Romy for sure, and a close second to Mel. And then everyone else as well. Like they're all fantastic. So my recap of the episode is on PopWire's website. You can get the link below, just to go read it. And all of my coverage and all of our coverage in general of Revival is there.
Right. And if you haven't listened to them already, please go check out the podcast by Paper Street Productions. This is one of the co-showrunners companies, Aaron B. Kuntz, and their podcast is called Reliving Revival. It's awesome. You can find the link for it in the comments below. Also, Revival is now available to stream on Peacock. You'll be able to stream the entire season. So please do that. Also, be sure to follow PopWire on all of our social media platforms. Our handle is at PopWireNet, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, or X if you want to call it that, and YouTube. Oh, and Threads.
Grindr and okay. And as Dani mentioned in our last WitchSlapped episode, pay close attention to our WitchSlapped episode. So this one, I hope you were paying attention. To the last episode, I hope you're paying attention. That's all I can say for now. But yeah, just make sure you're paying attention. Also, this is our last WitchSlapped of the season, but we still will have more revival related videos coming out throughout the next couple of weeks. We also have some members of the cast lined up who will be chatting with us, so we're very excited about that. look out for those. And then again, pay attention to those videos and you'll find out why in a little bit.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. My name's Christina.
My name is Rowell.
I'm Dani.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.